son of a gun, how are you?
You old hindbiter, how are you? Just fine. I thought you were going to give up by default.
Oh, you know me better than that.
Yeah, I guess I do.
No, I figured I had plenty of time when my informant told me that the bidding was down to just you and me.
Your informant? You mean your spy?
Well, sometimes that works out pretty good. I remember once taking a contract for 3 ships away from you through the aid of a spy.
Yeah.
She was a redhead, wasn't she?
Yeah. Well, that was a long time ago. I was a little younger then.
We've had some pretty good tussles through the years, Ben.
Yeah, sure have. Never had a dull one.
No, and there never will be. And I'll buy a drink to that no matter who gets this contract.
All right, I'll take you up on it. Shall we go in and find out the bad news?
After you, Ben.
The lost has been found, gentlemen.
Mr. Fuller, we've all been waiting for you. Now we can get down to business. Gentlemen, Mr. Fuller, Mr. Cartwright.
Gentlemen.
Well, this is it, gentlemen. The way it'll look when it's up. It'll take a lot of lumber, and we'll need it fast. And of course, we'll expect the contracting company to put up the usual guarantees that they can handle it. The sooner east and west are connected by rail, the better for the whole country. It's a big, important contract. Frankly, we had a very difficult time deciding between you two gentlemen. Although there is a contract for some more material.
Speaking for my boys and myself, I think we consider it a privilege just to be part of this project. Any part.
Well, I'm afraid I'm not as gracious as Mr. Cartwright. I'm after the trestle, not the tailing.
Mr. Fuller, I'm sorry, but the contract's been awarded to Mr. Cartwright. You'll furnish lumber for rail cars and ties, but Ben Cartwright has got the trestle. I'll have the contracts and the specifications drawn up by this evening. Congratulations.
Thank you. Gentlemen, thank you. Thank you very much. Barney, I hope you're not too disappointed.
Are you sympathizing with me, Ben?
Oh.
Gentlemen, I have a healthy stand of timber just waiting for the saw. If anything happens to Mr. Cartwright, the railroad can depend on me to finish the trestle.
Hey, Barney. You're not forgetting about our drink, are you?
Oh, no. No, of course not.
You're sure a gracious loser, Mr. Fuller.
He sure is, but I wouldn't trust him farther than I could throw him.
Mr. Cartwright. Fella brought this up from the railroad for you. Oh, can I get you something to drink, Mr. Cartwright?
Oh, no, thank you. Well, isn't this fine? Railroad's added some extra crews, and now they want 200 of those big pilings by Monday. And 50 a day from then on.
Oh, the 50 I can guarantee, but 200 by Monday? You ain't got the crew or the teams to do it with.
Well, I'll see if I can get some extra men from the mines, and I'll get some teams in town. Oh, by the way, Adam, I noticed some of your trimmers nipping at the bottle on the job. I want you to put a stop to that before some of them find themselves without hands and feet.
Well, I've done the best I can. If a man wants to drink, that's his business. I can't be every place at once.
The man in charge of a crew is responsible for everything connected with it. We've got a rough schedule. I want results. Now we really got a rough schedule ahead of us. I know you boys are tired already.
We sure are that.
I know you'd like to have a few days rest.
Hey, gee, thanks, Pa.
That's all right. You got it coming to you.
That sounds great.
Yeah, well, like I said, you got it coming to you after the job is done.
What color's the sky, Mr. Cartwright? I said, what color's the sky?
Blue.
You didn't look up when you said it. You just guessed. How long has it been since you looked up?
You better get back to sharpening those blades, Gabe. We'll need them all in the morning.
They'll be ready when they need them. You ever hear of the fellow who couldn't see the forest for the trees? Got himself so lost, he never did get out. Now, if he had taken it kind of slow and easy and kept his head up instead of down, he might have got a glimpse of the sun, or he might have followed the wild geese into the clear, instead of working himself to a frazzle like you're doing.
I'm doing all right, Gabe.
I like the way you get things done, Mr. Cartwright, but a man's got to ease up once in a while. You know, just stop. Take time to give thanks for the blessing of just being alive. If he don't, he's liable to have an epitaph on his tombstone that reads, "Here lies a man who let the joy of living wait. He waited too long. Now it's too late."
Well, thanks for the warning, Gabe. I've always worked pretty hard, and I guess I always will.
Hello, son. Martha, come on. Let me help you down here. There. This is my grandson, Mr. Cartwright. Jody, say howdy to Mr. Cartwright.
Howdy, Mr. Cartwright.
Howdy, Jody.
This is my daughter, Martha. Married, name's Fletcher.
Miss Fletcher, got a fine-looking boy here.
Thank you very much.
I didn't think you'd mind Martha driving him over here once in a while to visit with his grandpa.
Oh, well, just as long as he keeps out of harm's way.
Oh, he'll take care of himself all right. He learned his lesson when he saw his pa kill himself trying to break a spooky horse. It's a terrible loss to all of us.
Yeah, well, why don't you show Jody the flume, Gabe?
Sure, I'll do that. Come on, Jody. Hey, did I ever tell you the time I went around the horn in the schooner? Hanging down your head?
Sorry to hear about your husband, Mr. Fletcher. You know, Gabe and I don't think alike about too many things. I'm awfully glad that your boy has such a fine man as his grandfather to look up to and love.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Cartwright.
You bring your boy around anytime you want to. Perfectly welcome.
Thank you.
You gotta
get me those extra teams.
Man, I'm telling you, Ben, I ain't got any extra teams
Now, look,
anymore.
you had plenty last week.
What am I supposed to do? Feed them hay burners waiting for you to need more horses? No, sir. I got an offer. I rented them.
Well, then get them back.
Oh, come on, Ben.
Well, I'll get them back. Who's got them?
Barney Fuller.
Barney Fuller. Yeah, I might have known.
Well, his money's as good as anybody's. Now, why don't you speak to him? Make a deal.
That'll be the day.
See you around, Ben.
In case you didn't hear me, I said that'll be the day.
I don't know what you mean, Ben.
Look, Barney, if you come here to gloat, I haven't got the time.
Oh, on the contrary. My spies tell me the railroad's got the ties laid within a couple of miles of the trestle. But the men are sitting around idle, waiting for the pilings. I just hope you don't have to pay an expensive penalty because you had a little hard luck with your delivery.
You'd love it.
Oh, no. What I'm trying to say is, if it'll be of any help, I can let you have a little of my own timber.
Now, you listen to me, Barney, and you listen good. I wouldn't take one softwood sapling out of your stand. Now, that trestle's going to be built. But it's going to be built with ponderosa lumber.
Well, I hope you're right. But, Ben, just remember one thing. You can always depend on Barney Fuller to help a friend.
Well, if I ever find a friend of Barney Fuller's, I'll tell him. Adam? What's holding up those pilings? They should have been out of here long ago.
There's a cracked block in the rigging. Hoss is working on it.
Oh, fine. That's all I need. We better get down to the trestle and pacify those railroad men. You tell them that every log they need will be down to that site tomorrow at dawn if it takes every available man and team in the country. Oh, what's going on here? A Sunday school picnic? Now, why isn't that block fixed?
Oh, there ain't no way to fix it. It's got to be replaced. I got another one on the way.
On the way from where? We got plenty of those in the storeroom.
No, we ain't, Paul. They ain't done...
Gabe! All right, Gabe, Horse tells me we have no more double blocks. How's that?
I plumb forgot to stock them.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, but I sent a man into town for some, and they should be here in about an hour.
About an hour. And how long have you been fooling around with that?
About an hour.
It makes 2 hours lost. All right, Horse, you listen to me. I want all these logs on the logging road and on their way by nightfall. I don't want any excuses. I just want them at the trestle by morning.
Paul, that block ain't safe. It might come apart any time.
It might, and it might not. We'll never know until we try and find out. We're going to try. Now, you listen to me. I heard Barney Fuller tell me that I'm in trouble. And I just heard you tell me why I'm in trouble. What appears to me the only trouble that I'm in is trying to make you understand that I made a promise to the railroad and I intend for us all to live up to it. Now, is that clear?
Clear enough, Paul. Come on, fellas.
Hey, that air sure smells good.
Got 100 things on my mind. Leave me be.
Oh, say, I got something for you. I plumb forgot it. It's a little horse. Joey whittled it for you. Of course, I helped him some, but I don't want you to tell him about that when you see him. He wanted you to have it.
All right. You sure say thank you to Jody for me.
Yes, I will, Mr. Cartwright.
Boss, that block just ain't gonna hold.
Just get it rigged up. Get that team hooked up over there, Pete.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Keep out from under that block.
All right, now snap to it. Come on, now. What's holding everything up here?
Charlie, get out from under the block.
Bunch of Sunday school
We gotta be
kids. Here, give me
careful of that
guide
block,
road.
Paul.
What?
We gotta be careful of that block.
Well, we'll be careful over here. I'll guide it. Now get those horses moving. Come on. Get those horses moving. Let's go.
Gabe, bring me a cant hook. Coming right up, Bill.
Come on, get that moving. Up we go. All right, then. Now swing around.
Here you go, Bill.
Swing it.
It's going, Paul.
Ah! Gabe!
Paul!
T-Bird, Gabe.
How's Gabe? How's Gabe?
You're dead, Paul.
There. That painful, Ben?
No, just a little stiff.
Now, that'll clear up as soon as the leg has some use. And there'll hardly be any scarring as soon as those lacerations heal. Now, Ben, you're going to heal a lot quicker without the use of that cane.
Yeah.
Goodbye. All right, boys.
Doc, how's Paul?
Not so good, I'm afraid. He needs more help than I can give him.
What's the matter? Complications with the leg?
No, I don't think he'll even have a scar.
Well, what is it then, Doc?
Well, the scar that worries me is in here. Your father's not over the shock of old Gabe's death. He feels responsible. He broods on it.
Yeah, we've noticed that. Anything we can do?
Get him back to work as soon as possible. Get his mind off of that accident.
Well, we need him back on the job, that's for sure.
Good, that's what he needs. I'll see you, boys.
Take it easy, Doc.
So long, Doc. Hey, Pa, we just talked to the doc. He said you're fit as a fiddle. Let's say we get started, huh?
Joseph, will you bring me the cash box, please?
Yes, sir.
Here are the latest figures on the cutting. We finished up on the ridge, and we can start on the hogback if it's all right with you.
Well, do what you think best, Al. Joseph, I want you to have one of the hands deliver this to Gabe's daughter, Mrs. Fletcher. I'd like it done today.
Yes, sir. Look, don't you think we ought to get started back to work? Got a lot to do on that trestle.
Look, Pop, you can't go on blaming yourself forever. It was an accident.
Paul, he's right. You can't go on faulting yourself just for trying hard.
When a man tries so hard that he risks the lives of other people, From now on, the Ponderosa belongs to the three of you. You run it any way you see fit.
Well, I thought I told you two to stay out on the hogback and... All right, what's wrong?
Plenty. No teams.
All right, where are they?
Watch Wrangler said he got word from town to pull out.
And you let them go?
Well, how was I supposed to stop him, Adam, with a gun?
No, I just want you two to hold up your end of the job like I'm holding up mine.
Look, Adam, if you were the real walking boss around here like you're supposed to be, you'd have known about those teams before we did.
Oh, would you like to take over?
No, I wouldn't. Dad Bennett, I wish our poet come back and do his job so we could do our own.
All right, let's ride into town and find out what this is all about.
Business always comes first with me, Adam. And when a man is offered a sizable boost in his rates, he can't let friendship stand in his way.
Well, now, let's just forget about friendship. You made an agreement with my father to furnish the teams for this job.
That's correct. A gentleman's agreement. With your father, not with his sons.
You had no right pulling out without giving proper notice.
Oh, I tried, Adam, I tried. I would have rode out to see Ben myself if I didn't have this misery in my back. But I sent word for him to come and see me and talk about a renegotiation of our little agreement. But your old man didn't even have the gumption to answer back, so what?
We want them horses.
Oh, I'd be happy to oblige, Hoss, if I could, but that Belgium Holland stock is hard to come by, and every one of my horses is spoke for elsewhere.
Where?
Well, they gone to Barney Fuller.
Well, the Cartwright boys. I'd like to buy you all a drink. You know my ramrod, Jesse Wade. A couple of my hands, Tom, Jake, Chris.
We want those teams back, Fuller.
You know, I've been meaning to come out to see your father. Most unfortunate thing. Men getting hurt. Delivery schedules all fouled up. Well, accidents will happen, I guess. Pull up a chair. Sit down. Now, what was this about some teams?
Fuller, I want the teams back at the Ponderosa by tomorrow morning.
Or you'll do what, young fella? Send a sheriff and his posse out after him? I've got legal right to them teams.
I'm not interested in your rights. I'm more interested in your reason.
Tomorrow I start to log from my own stand for the Humboldt Canyon Trestle.
Whose decision was that? The railroad's or your own, Mr. Fuller?
I told your pa that if the railroad got in trouble and the Cartwrights started to drag their feet, they could call on me. And it looks like the Cartwrights are starting to drag their feet.
My father made an agreement to deliver Ponderosa lumber to that trestle. Now, you're not using those teams, so what are your terms for releasing them?
There are no terms. And I only talk to the head man.
Well, now you're talking to us.
He's through talking to you. You boys go bawl to your big, powerful daddy. Maybe he's got better ways than you have of begging Mr. Fuller to get him off the hook.
Well, it's quite a show you put on. And that's all it was. Just a show. You'll find out that it takes more than a fist fight to get along in the business your father and I are in. And when you get home, tell your father the next time he wants to talk to Mr. Fuller, not to send a boy to do a man's job. Adam, the doc tells me your dad's leg is all healed up. Why did he send you instead of coming himself?
It's none of your business.
Bonnie's up to his old tricks, huh? Well, you're gonna have to watch out for him. He's always in there trying.
Well, what do you want us to do about Fuller?
Do whatever you want.
You don't care, is that it?
Joe, I think I've cared too much all my life about the wrong things. Couldn't see the forest for the trees. Well, maybe it's not too late to change.
Paul, it's such a waste. You're right in the prime of life. And just to throw it away?
Not throwing it away. Just want to change my life before it's too late. This ranch was always planned for you three anyways. Good time for you to take over.
Paul, that ain't what I meant.
What did you mean?
Pa, what horseman is it? Is it we need you with us, Pa?
Well, I think you'll have to start seeing things my way.
Well, we can't see it your way because this isn't your way. It's puttering around, a lot of small talk. That's Gabe's way.
Leave him out of this.
For Ben Cartwright.
This come for you, Mr. Cartwright.
She sent it back.
She say why?
No. She didn't have to.
Hey, little buddy, what you got here?
This is Fort Fletcher, the new cavalry outpost for the protection of the settlers.
Yeah? Well, I reckon we can use another fort around here, Joey.
Hey, mister, you know my name. What's yours?
Hoss Cartwright. Is your ma home?
She's inside. Ma! Ma!
What is it, Jody? Oh,
Ma'am, I'd like to talk to you a minute if I could.
run along, Jody.
Sure, Mom.
Well, what did you want to say, Mr. Cartwright?
Well, ma'am, it's about our Paul.
Well, he mustn't do that. It was an accident.
Our Paul don't believe it. We sort of hoping maybe if you'd come out and talk to him, you being Gabe's daughter and all, that maybe maybe it'd be more important that way and be of more help.
Well, I'll think about it, Mr. Cartwright.
Thank you, ma'am. Anything you can do, we'll appreciate it. Thank you, little buddy.
Did your pa get the horse I caught for him?
He sure did.
You tell your pa if he likes it, I'll make him another one so he'll have a matched pair.
Fine. I'll tell him. Thank you, little buddy.
Find this in woodshed, Mr. Cartwright. For you. For making pretty things. Not good you sit here all the time. You ready to eat, Mr. Cartwright?
No, no, thank you.
When you hungry, you just holler.
Oh.
Didn't mean to get you out of bed, Ben. Mind if I come in?
Huh?
How do you feel, Ben?
Oh, I feel pretty good, Barney. Sit down.
You know, Ben, I've been worried about you.
Huh?
I mean it. We've had a few battles throughout the years, but there's never been anything personal. You know that.
Yeah, I know.
Your boys were in town to see me yesterday. Suppose you know?
Yeah.
Did they tell you what I told them?
Yeah, they told me.
What I especially told them was to tell you not to send boys to do a man's job.
Now, Barney, don't go underestimating those boys. They're better than I ever was.
That's so.
Yeah. Sorry I can't say the same about you. I didn't think you pulled that kind of trick.
I cut my cloth to fit the size of the people I'm up against.
You're making a mistake, Barney.
Is that so? That is, unless you've been giving them the benefit of your advice.
No, they're handling things their own way.
Why? Big Ben Cartwright getting tired? Abdicating? I find that hard to believe even on your say-so.
Barney, I don't care what you believe. And I ain't jumping when you throw that hickory club of yours at my wheel.
So I'm beginning to see. That sort of clears things up for me. You know, Ben, I've always admired this house. Maybe someday I'll see my way clear to buy it. You know, I have no respect for a man that don't measure up. I can't afford to waste my time on him. If he just stands there, I walk right over him. The Ben Cartwright I know wouldn't hold still for that. But you don't act like him. Takes all the fun out of this business when you got nobody to stand up to you. Go back to bed, Ben.
What are you doing with those horses?
Taking them up to the camp.
What for?
Hauling logs.
Oh, Joe, the saddle horses, you know better than...
Yeah, Pa, I know better. But when you haven't got anything else, you make do with what you've got.
Watch had never been allowed to get away with taking our teams.
Watt's got away with that because...
Because?
Look, Pa, you made it quite clear you're not interested whether that trestle gets finished or not. You're not interested in that or in anything else. All right, fine. It took us a little while to get used to that, but now we are, and we're going to take care of everything by ourselves. We'll give you plenty of time to do whatever it is you want to do. Now, we don't ask any questions of you, Pa. I think it'd be just fair if you didn't ask any questions of us.
Oh.
Fletcher? Miss Fletcher.
How do you do, Mr. Cartwright? I was just passing and...
Well, I'm so glad. Please come in. I'll have Hop Sing make us some tea.
Oh, no, thank you. I can't stay long. I left Jody with a neighbor.
Well, please sit down.
I wasn't just passing, Mr. Cartwright. I came to see you deliberately. Do you know why?
Well, I hope it's because you changed your mind about the money.
No, I haven't changed my mind about that.
I hadn't meant to offend you by it. If I did, I'm sorry. Then I can say.
Oh, I wasn't offended.
Well, why did you send it back?
We don't need that kind of help.
Well, then, how will you and your boy get along?
Our livelihood did not depend on my father. I have a small business as a dressmaker in Virginia City. You knew that.
Oh, yes, I did know that.
You sent me that money to ease your conscience, didn't you?
I take full blame for what happened, Mrs. Fletcher.
No, you mustn't do that. It was an accident.
No, it wouldn't have happened if I hadn't been pushing so hard. Your father tried to tell me, but I wouldn't listen.
You're a builder, Mr. Cartwright, a doer. Oh, my father, he was a dreamer. You built the Ponderosa. He built castles in sand.
Miss Fletcher, it isn't making it any easier for you to try to find excuses for me.
Men die at their work every day, even on their own land, like my husband. No one's to blame.
The fact still remains. I'm responsible for your father's death.
Not any more than I am. I was the one that made him work there. Does that make me responsible? My husband died breaking a horse to support me and my child. Are we guilty of his death? We can't weep forever for our dead, Mr. Cartwright, or for our mistakes. We have to continue to live. Me for Jody, and you for your sons.
You have to hook them up in threes before they can do any real hauling. I'm not sure if they can do it even then.
We have no choice. All right, take them up the logging road.
They're quitting. They want their pay.
Mitch, you can't quit, not after we brought the extra teams up here.
I guess this is another one of Barney Fuller's little tricks.
Well, I've tried talking with them, Adam. You have a go at it.
You know, there's a kind of an unwritten law in the logging business. Nobody quits in the middle of cutting season without good cause. Now, what's the reason, Mike?
It's a matter of conditions.
What conditions?
Your pa was bull of the woods in this camp when we first came in. Now it looks like he's not going to come back, and likely won't need us again after the cutting's finished. If it is.
Maybe there's something I didn't think was necessary to tell you. I'm bull of the woods here. And it really doesn't matter whether my father comes back or not. Whatever you think his job was, it's mine now. Are any of you man enough to prove me wrong? Any one of you?
It's going to be interesting, Joe. Let's sit down and watch it. No, not me, him. He's the bull of the woods. Get him. He ain't bad.
Does that answer your question, man? All of you working here, you can go right on working. If you want to quit, you can quit. But whether you quit or whether you continue to work, I just want you to know that the Ponderosa will continue to operate, no matter who tries to stop it.
Okay, fellas, let's go back to work.
Good to see you, Pa.
Now, what's the next move, Adam?
Get the teams back.
Oh, would you do me a favor? Would you mind if I did that alone?
I would have sent word to you, Ben. I sent word to you. I would have come up myself, but I had this ache in my back, you see, and I couldn't make it. Oh, come on, Ben, Cartwright. No clothes to push me around. Because I told you I sent word for you to come and see me about this.
Well, I'm here so we can get them teams right now.
But I can't get them together.
Well, we'll get as many as we can, and we'll get the rest later.
But, Ben!
Now, listen to me, you. What you did was no better than horse stealing.
Horse stealing?
Horse stealing.
But they're my own animals.
Well, I'm wrecking them. Get them!
Well, Ben, what are you doing out of bed? And without a cane?
Well, why don't you come down from under that geranium pot, and I'll tell you.
No, I don't want to see you standing out here. Come on inside. Sit down.
You come down here. Now, here's what I want to tell you, Barney. We still got that trestle contract. We're gonna pay whatever penalty we have to for the delay I caused. But just remember this. It's gonna be a Ponderosa trestle. And if these timber wolves of yours get in the way, well, we'll just have to cut them down the way we cut down our trees.
Put that away, Jesse. You know, I guess I figured wrong. I was plumb sure you'd lost your guts. What happened?
Somebody taught me an angle.
What angle?
That a man can't really go against his true nature.
It's a pretty good angle.
Oh, oh. Here you are, Ben. All I can dig up for the present.
Step aside, boy. I said, step aside, boy. Thank you, what?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Welcome home, Ben.
Well, there it is. Most beautiful trestle in the world.
And there was a day when I thought we'd never see it.
There was a time when I didn't care if I ever did or not.
We knew better than that, Pop.
Hey, Paul, what about that little rest you promised us?
Oh, yeah. Well, that depends.
On what?
On the bull of the woods.
Moo.
Bull said yeah, Pa.